Do you know 95% of Australia is empty? This is Australia, the sixth largest country in the world, and if you see these dots, these are the places where more than 90% of the country's population resides. Cities which host the majority of population: Perth, Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Canberra, and if you break it down even further, only 3.8% of residents are Aboriginals, that is, the native Australians. Made you curious? We will satisfy this curiosity, but if you are someone who would like to straight away know the visa application process, follow the below timestamp, as this is a new video on how to visas with Atlas, where we share with you the complete visa application process of different countries. Australia is vast. It's so big that it can literally fit in 2 Indias. So why the native population, Aboriginals and Torres Strait Islander is so less, and what's the reason behind the population being concentrated only into a few cities? There are 2 stories. First, like India, Australia also has a colonial past. They became a British colony in 1788, and to be more specific, a penal colony, one similar to Andaman and Nicobar Islands of India. And over a century, the Britishers subjugated the natives into hard labor, made them fight their wars, and brought diseases like smallpox, tuberculosis, influenza, and measles from which the natives were not immune. All this resulted in what some researchers believe in wiping out of 80% local people. Secondly, Australia can geographically be categorized into 3 parts. The Western Plateau, 2/3 area is all desert here. Central Lowlands, the water here is saline and not drinkable. Eastern Highlands, there's water here and fertile soil too, but the area is prone to cyclones. Therefore, we see such population concentration. But don't take us wrong when we say population concentration. Australia's population is just 26 million. It has the lowest population density, and out of these 26 million, close to 1 million are Indians. Cities like Sydney and Melbourne host the majority of Indian communities. To give you an idea, the community is so large that Sydney's Harris Park is now referred to as Little India. The majority of Indians settled here initially either came for work, study, or just tourism. Even today, and this data is from Indian Ministry of External Affairs, more than 1 lakh Indians are studying in Australia, and over 40,000 Indians applied for Australia work visa. This is the magic of Australia, and we would not blame them, as like them, we are also in awe of the beautiful Australian coastlines, the most popular one being the Great Barrier Reef, which contains the world's largest collection of coral reefs, the heartwarming wildlife, kids love playing with kangaroos and koalas, and the beautiful architecture. These are just the tips of the iceberg. You can use this link to plan out your itinerary. And this planning would come in handy when you are filing for your visa application. It's time for us to head there now. Before we take you through the visa application form, there are some things you need to know and documents you must gather. First, upon successful application, you will receive your Australian single entry or multiple entry tourist visa in 2 to 3 weeks, so choose your travel dates accordingly. Second, the fees for application is 195 Australian dollars, which is somewhere around 10,800 in Indian rupees. Thirdly, the application form is long and comprehensive, and it would take you around 45 minutes to complete. Fourth, having sufficient funds is important to obtain Australian visa. Ensure you have at least 3 to 5 lakhs in your bank account. And lastly, these are all the documents you would need to upload towards the end of the application. Feel free to take a screenshot of the same for your own reference. These are passport, front and back page, Aadhaar card, 3-month bank statement, cover letter, trip itinerary. Moreover, salaried employees would need to provide past 3 months salary slips and a signed leave letter on the company's letterhead, while self-employed individuals must submit 3 years of filed income tax returns. Now that you are aware, and once you gather all the required documents, you can begin with the visa application form. Let's show you how. Write on Google Australian tourist visa for Indian. Many websites would come, but this one is operated by the Australian Embassy. Head in. Visitor visa Subclass 600 is the one for tourism, and you would need to apply for the same. Click on it and it will take you to its main web page. This page contains all the rules and regulations for this visa class. Feel free to read through the same, but you may already know this since we covered this earlier in the video. So you can confidently click on apply. Once you do that, you will land on this page. Here you will need to make a new account to begin the application. So click on create any account. Once you do that, you will need to enter your email address. And when that's done, the platform will send you a verification code, would ask you a couple of details like your full name and phone number, and lastly would require you to create a password. Once your account is created, the platform will take you to the application. It will look something like this, and on top you will be able to see the total pages and the page you are currently on. Through these 19 pages, the embassy would ask you to declare anything and everything about you, your country, your health, your financial status, your travel plans, and towards the end, you would need to upload documents to support the shared information. This is mandatory as this will help them figure whether or not you are traveling for the right reasons. But if you're someone who would not like to navigate through the same or find this too much of a hassle, you can complete the whole application and know exactly the date and time you will receive your visa all in 10 minutes. Want us to share how? It's the Atlas way. At Atlas, we believe that getting a visa shouldn't be difficult or confusing, and travelers shouldn't spend too much time on the process. When you apply for your Australian tourist visa through Atlas, you will experience this streamlined approach. So, head to Google and search for Australia e-Visa Atlas. This is the official website. Once you are in, on the left side you will find all the important information. For example, visa type, application process, FAQs and more. Feel free to go through it, and when you are ready, click on Start Application. The platform would ask you your departure date or month, and post that would show you the complete application roadmap. If you are wondering this is a long process too, don't. Your work will end when you upload required documents and pay the government fee. So confidently click on Get Started, answer a couple of questions about yourself, and the platform will show you a checklist of documents it needs from you. Once you have successfully uploaded all the documents, pay the fee and you will be done. Did we succeed in making the process simple for you? Let us know in the comments. This is everything you need to know about the tourist visa application process of Australia. Feel free to ask any questions you may have about the visa process in the comment section below. Our team of visa experts would be happy to solve this. We will be back soon with another episode of How to Visa with Atlas. Till then, you can explore these guides as well as vlogs to draw inspiration for your future adventures. Travel safe. See you soon.